Just moments ago, California's independent operator declared an emergency alert, level 3. You might have seen this come across on your phone. This means that we need to prepare for rolling blackouts. Demand is dropping so much, the capacity, which is causing extreme strain on the power grid. Meanwhile, we are dealing with more extreme and dangerous heat. Here are tonight's heat headlines that you need to know right now. There is an excessive heat warning right now for most of California. A flex alert is also in effect again now until 9 p.m. with the state's electric grid operator warning customers to be prepared for possible outages. And today, downtown Sacramento breaks an all-time record high of 116 degrees. We have team coverage of the historic heat, starting with Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods. And you called it, Monica, a record-breaking day.
Yeah, breaking that old record set back almost 100 years ago in 1925. Other records broken for today. You can see up and down the board here. It was an extreme event this afternoon downtown Sacramento with that all-time high of 116. Sacramento executive Ann Stockton, as well as Modesto, daily records as well as September records. So we have never been this hot in the month of September. We got a big jump start on those afternoon highs because our morning lows also record setting, either tying or breaking records throughout the valley with readings in the low to mid 70s. A bit of cloud cover this morning too, capping that heat. Not a lot of cooling overnight. Now, in terms of tonight, we are seeing just a trickle of an onshore flow. So Sacramento, we're down 2 degrees from where we were last night at this time. It's still putting us deep into extreme territory here with temperatures in the 100s for the valley and the foothills, near 90 for the Sierra as we continue to track the opportunity for thunderstorms tonight. Excessive heat warning continues through Friday. Again, extreme conditions persisting throughout the entire state. That's why Laura was mentioning all the concerns that we have for the power grid over towards the coast. Heat advisory in place through Thursday, mostly for interior communities where Livermore yesterday also hitting an all-time record high. In the Gilmore backyard, mixed weather news. Good, we've got cooling coming. The bad news is higher fire danger developing as well. Tonight, it'll be noticeably different in terms of those overnight lows. We're going to be cooling a little bit more. That will help to ease the pressure from the power grid and how we can cool our homes as well, with lows dropping into the low to mid 70s. Tomorrow, still some dangerous heat. And we'll talk about 80s ahead in the forecast, Laura.
All right, Monica, thank you. More than 4,000 PG&E customers in West Sacramento lost power around 3:30 today. The utility says it was caused by the weather. And just moments ago, the power was restored. They didn't say if this was part of a planned rolling blackout. ABC 10's Giacomo Luca is gathering information right now on this outage. He'll have an update for you at 6:30 on To The Point with Alex Bell. Now, as we move into the peak heat of the day, along with it comes peak electricity usage, which could lead to rolling blackouts. ABC 10's Jay Kim has what you need to know in case the power goes out at your home.
Well, certainly everyone is feeling the effects of this extreme heat, and as temps rise, so does demand for electricity, which is why Cal ISO has issued a flex alert for the 7th day in a row as concerns over rotating blackouts continue.
We live in El Dorado Hills, so last year we had a lot of them. We have a generator, so we help out with the generator. We turn it on if we have to.
While rolling blackouts are a last resort to maintain stability of the electrical grid, it can be extremely uncomfortable for people at home without generators who aren't sure how long the outage would last. Crews from PG&E are standing by.
If Cal ISO does direct PG&E and other utilities to go to a rotating outage scenario, we want customers to be prepared. So charge up your cell phones, have extra batteries ready. We recommend not using candles. Candles can be a fire hazard.
And there are some other things you can do at home to prepare, like buying non-perishable foods and checking in with your doctor, especially if you use a device that needs power or have medication that needs refrigeration. Also, make sure the batteries in your carbon monoxide detector are working, and try to pre-cool your home in the morning.
If it's cooler in your area early in the morning or late in the evening, open up your windows, bring that cool air in.
In the event of a shutoff, experts say to not open your fridge. That's because a closed refrigerator will keep food cold for 4 hours, while a full freezer can maintain its temperature for about 48 hours. Flex alerts have helped Californians avoid power outages during past periods of high demand. And PG&E says it's important for everyone to play their part by setting the thermostat to 78 degrees from 4 to 9 p.m. and not using high power appliances during peak demand.
This is an all hands on deck scenario for PG&E. We have crews ready to go. We have equipment pre-staged, but if everyone does their part, we won't have to move to a rotating outage scenario.
And for those who don't have air conditioning or experience a power outage, there are several cooling centers open across our region. To see a full list, head to our website, abc10.com.
We are all feeling the effects of today's blazing heat. That's especially true for firefighters who face the added strain of working while surrounded by flames. Roxanne Elias has a closer look.
It's hot out, but imagine having to combat a fire in triple-digit temperatures while wearing fire gear.
It might as well be 150 degrees sometimes. When you're in a 500 to 700 degree building, wearing your gear.
But just because we're in a heat wave, it doesn't mean the fires and calls to firefighters stop. This fire in Midtown happening Tuesday morning at the beginning of Sacramento Fire Department's 48-hour shift.
We had a report initially that there were 2 victims possibly inside. Reports of squatters had been staying in this location. So the firefighters did make an interior attack initially, did a quick down and dirty search of the residents of the church to make sure that no one was inside. We quickly got out.
No one was inside, but in another scenario, an unattended barbecue on Labor Day caught 2 duplexes on fire.
We had a total of 4 units on fire. That's destruction. That's going to displace multiple families. And it's very sad because it's just something as simple as keeping an eye on a barbecue or having a hose line ready, a garden hose or a bucket of water, so you can extinguish those flames.
Because of situations like these, firefighters are asking you not to have a barbecue or anything flame related on days like today, especially as they expect it to be a long day ahead as crews fight fires and save lives.
It's a hard day for the Sacramento Fire Department. We're messaging our members early with safety messages to hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Keep drinking, try to get in cool environments. We will do our best to rehab these firefighters as fast as possible, get them rotated out.
Yeah, and the Sacramento Fire District also tells us firefighters train in the heat, in their gear, and they are prepared to work in these types of conditions. Crews also check on each other for signs of heat exhaustion. Now, the best way to avoid the heat, of course, is to stay inside and keep the AC on. Really, that's an ideal situation. But thousands of people in our area don't have that option.
Impact is impacting very severely. I fight daily to keep my sanity.
For people living in tents in Miller Park, the extreme temperatures are making living conditions even more unbearable. One person living in the tent community along the river says she's grateful for the resources provided by the city.
They keep us with ice. They keep us with misters. They just bought some new misters for us. We got an ice machine that they gonna hook up next week.
The city of Sacramento says they're extending cooling center hours through Friday from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. You can stay up to date on the extreme heat anytime, anywhere. Just download the free ABC 10 app in the Apple Store or Google Play.